Welcome back to Booze and Rocks. My name is David Edwards. Have you ever wanted to really experience Rush? I mean, really? Well, now you can. The Gold Rush Margarita. Come on in and let's check it out. Alright, it's great to have every single one of you back here today. It is Margarita Monday. And you know what's so cool about that? For those of you who are new to the channel, every other Monday I put up a new margarita variation. Whether it's one I've come up with, found in a book, found online, or something that's been sent in by you, the viewer. Now today's margarita has been sent in by Mauricio Alvarez, and he sent us the Gold Rush Margarita. And that's pretty cool because Rush is a Canadian prog rock band from 1968. And he wanted me to dedicate this to Pratt, Lurkst, and Dirk. And you know what? That sounds weird because it doesn't sound like the names of anybody in the band. However, in 1968, the original band members were Alex Lifeson, John Rutney, and Jeff Jones. However, by 1974, the band became what we know today. Alex Lifeson, Geddy Lee, and Neil Peart, who is, in my own not humble opinion, the best technical drummer ever. And you know what, if you disagree, put it down in the comments down below and we can have a good discussion about that. Because you know what? I think it's true. And I know many people that agree, and some people actually prefer John Bonham, but for technical skills, the Professor is your drummer idol. And that your drummer's idol. Anyways, I digress, I'm getting all excited here. So their first album actually came out in 1974, and it was self-titled Rush. It took a while to gain some steam until it picked up a little bit of steam in the US, and then they started touring. However, in 1976, they released 2112, which is about futuristic war and based on some of the writings or the ideas and influence of Ayn Rand. And the song was originally written by Neil Peart, who wrote a lot of their songs, which is really awesome. So that song, 2112, was on the first side of the entire album. It was 20 minutes long, broken down into 7 parts. Now, interestingly enough, if you flip it over, one of the songs was the Bangkok Passage. And that song is all about the cities that grow the best marijuana. Like how progressive, futuristic war, and cities that grow pot in 1976. You just can't go wrong. And you know what? They've been tremendous. They've got they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And you know what? I digress. I'm getting distracted because I really like their music. One of my favorite songs, by the way, is, however, Subdivisions. And if you grew up in a suburbia, you'll understand that song really, really well. And Tom Sawyer. Now, let's get into the cocktail. First thing you need is your lemon. Grab your smallest knife that you have, chop this lemon in half. And what we're going to do is we are going to run the lemon halfway around the glass. Then we are going to actually rim it. And Mauricio says that we need to put this in the freezer for 10 minutes. Now that that's in the freezer, throw your salt over there, we don't need it. We're going to grab our shaking glass of choice. And for this, we're going to use our first base spirit. Now, our first base spirit in this is Casamaglios Tequila. Now, Mauricio says use a Reposdado Tequila. I really, really like this one. And for this, we need 2 ounces or 60 milliliters. Awesome. I just really like this tequila. The next thing we need is Licor 43. And you know what? This stuff smells really so good, and it's just a hint on the sweet side. And we need 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters. And let me be specific, it's technically just shy of 1.5 ounces because it's 40 milliliters. So you can adjust it by the 5 milliliters and it won't be a big issue. The next thing we need is our Cointreau. Now, Cointreau is an orange liqueur. We need 3/4 of an ounce of it. well, let's be honest, 20 milliliters, but it's really hard to measure out 20 versus 22. So 3/4 of an ounce is 22.5 mils. So you want to be a scant 3/4 of an ounce. Look at that. Now I do expect this to be alcohol forward, but let's see how this turns out. Now the good thing is, that was no good. You want to grab your lemon squeezer, and we need 1/2 ounce or 15 milliliters of lemon juice. Yeah, look at that. Take this, throw it off to the side. We don't need it. Next, we're gonna grab some ice, and we're gonna shake this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Slam it down, give it a flip, and shake. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to give you this important information. Hi, I'm David from the editing floor. And you know what? In the beginning of the video, I said I would tell you what Praxt, Lurk, and Dirk stood for, and I didn't do that, so here it is. Pratt is a bastardization of Neil Peart's last name. Lurk is a really bad pronunciation of Alex or Alerxt, and Dirk is the made-up name for a spy/bass player for Geddy Lee, so that's Dirk Lee. So you have Niels Pratt, Alerxt Leifson, and Dirk Lee. All right, smack this open with the strength of 1/2 of lemons, 1,000 of them to be precise. Dry your hands off because you made a bit of a mess. And you know what? After you've wiped this down, do you remember that glass that we need? Well, here it is. 1 glass chilled for 10 minutes. Grab your strainer. Now, interestingly enough, Mauricio says no ice. Oh, look at that. That is an awesome color, isn't it? Now, he also says no garnish. However, this is brought to you by the letter R, and to enjoy this with all your heart and soul. So with the song of Tom Sawyer going in the back of my head, let's give it a try. Oh, it smells good. You can smell a bit of the tequila, but it smells a little sweeter. Let's try it first without the salt. Oh, that's good. That's good. You've got the tequila. You've got the Licor 43, sweetening it up. A little bit of the orange Cointreau. The lemon is just cutting it nicely because the Licor 43 is a little sweeter. Oh yeah. Yeah, now let's try it with the salt. Oh, that salt really just puckers the tongue if you have too much salt. That is good. If you like a salt on your drink, oh, this is gonna really work well together. Oh yeah. Mauricio, you did a great job. Everybody, leave him some comments down below, show him some love. You know what? Because it's pretty awesome to put one of your favorite drinks or something you've created up for everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ingredients and the method of how to make this, excuse me, I had to swallow because of the salt, down in the description down below. If this is your first time to my channel, please look at the subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that all bell notification. That way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. And if you're interested in helping to support the channel, please check us out at patreon.com/boozontheRocks, because every little bit helps to bring this channel to you. And you know what? You have a great day. And Mauricio, great job. Now, you know what's really cool about that? The Rush in this is based on the band Rush. And he's dedicated it to Rush. The boys Pratt, Dirk, and Lurk, and brought to you